It's the Tacoma Dome. Thanks for joining us, everybody. The 2012 WIAA Dairy Farmers of Washington Les Schwab Tires 3A Girls State Championship game between the Prairie Falcons and the Franklin Quakers. The court is ready, and we are ready to crown a 3A Girls State Champion. Hi, everybody. Carl Click along with Julie Pagel set for another great championship game here today. Two teams on winning streaks. The Prairie Falcons 26 games in a row and Franklin 20 wins in a row. Unfortunately, one of them is not going to have the last game of the season be a win here in this great championship game.
That's for sure. It's been so long since either of them has lost a game, they won't know what hit them if they do.
So we got the Franklin Quakers. That's a high-paced basketball team. They get up and down the floor.
They certainly do. They're very entertaining, a lot of freelance. Throw the ball out there and play wide open. Prairie is a quick team too, Carl. Usually a little bit more under control on the offensive end. Should be a real good matchup. Yeah,
Prairie shoots the three ball really, really well. If they're hot from the outside, that will pose a big problem for Franklin.
Most definitely. They go about 5 deep shooting that three ball consistently.
Yeah, you never know who it is. Okay, let's take a look at the Franklin Quakers all-league player. There she is, Patrice Toston, a 5'8 senior. You know, she hasn't scored a whole bunch here in the state tournament, but she's going to be so important because of all that pressure the Prairie defense puts on whoever's handling the ball for Franklin.
Yeah, Patrice is going to have to do a good job of taking care of the basketball tonight. She may not have to score a lot for them to win, but she's definitely going to have to run the offense and take care of the ball.
Averages 12.5 points a game. She's scored 6 and 5 in the first 2 games, but keep an eye on how well she does against Prairie's pressure. Now for the Falcons, Heather Corral runs the show. She's the tallest player on the court for the Falcons, 6'1", but she's the point guard.
Yeah, she's a point guard, and she doesn't want to play anywhere but point guard ever. And you'd probably be looking at her playing point guard at the University of Washington next year and a few years to come. 15 points a game, just a terrific talent.
Yeah, Heather, the MVP in the Greater St. Helens League. She averages 13 points a game, but missed much of a couple of seasons with a knee injury. She is back now and healthy, and it helps the Falcons a lot. They're your starters for the Quakers. Janae Lewis, 5'7", Patrice Tosson, 5'8", Jasmine Horn, 5'8", Jada Brundage, 6'2", and Kiara Norwood had a 27-point game in the quarterfinals. And there's your coach for the Franklin Quakers. That is Jason Thomas. He will have to do what many coaches in this state have tried to do, beat the Prairie Falcons. They've been around their program for many years. Their starters here, the junior guards, Corey Woodward, Megan Lindsley, and Jackie Lance, along with Heather Corral, Kelsey Asplin, the post player. And there's Al Aldridge, 709 wins and counting, and we are underway. Franklin gets the tip quickly inside. Shot on the way from Brundage is no good, but the Quakers get the rebound. And that shot actually didn't hit the rim, so the shot clock count down to 15 now. Cross-court passes. Prairie in a 2-3. They call it a matchup zone. Brundage again. Offensive foul right off the bat. Went right over Jackie Lance. Keep an eye on that player for Prairie. That kid is every place. She is 5'8", and I think that's cheating a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's cheating more than a little bit, Carl.
But she plays down low. She plays big for the Falcons, and there's the first foul of the game against the Quakers. Corey Woodward's kind of the assistant point guard for the Falcons. She and Heather Corral. That's Lance. Lob pass to Kelsey Asplin. Lance will shoot from the free throw line. Missed it badly. Rebound, Quakers.
Looked like Franklin may have got a piece of that ball.
Inside on the way, little bump, no whistle. 2 on the board for Jasmine Horn.
Franklin probably going to be the more physical of the two teams. Prairie's going to have to work hard to match up underneath.
Not sure if they called the ball out of bounds or a foul.
Yeah, I think they called that
a little push.
Push on Megan Lindsley, I think.
Actually, it's going to be on Heather Corral.
Oh, okay.
Just a little bit of contact there as the ball went out of bounds. So Franklin with the lead and the basketball. Falcons will, ideally for them, full court press the entire game. Horn up top. That's Norwood. Shot on the way, bounces off. Look at Lance again, another rebound. Up the floor quickly, Asplund for two. Did it touch the floor?
Not at all. That's what I was going to say, Carl. That's what they want to do. Pass, 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 and get an easy bucket.
Three-pointer on the way. Good.
Was that a set shot, man? That looked good. Went right up with it. Looked like
Patrice
she didn't even leave the floor.
Tossed it. Puts Franklin up 5-2. Falcons, the 3A Greater St. Helens League champions. Franklin, the Metro League Valley Division champions, actually tied with Cleveland and then won a playoff game. Foul on the drive against the Quakers.
Second team foul for Franklin.
Lindsley, Woodward, that's Asplund in the middle. Got to get rid of it, got to get out of the key. She does, but they lose the handle of it. Bad pass.
Yeah, and she kind of got stuck in there, didn't know what to do with it, waited too long. She knew she had to get rid of it in a hurry. They're going to call three in the key, and balls that her teammate couldn't handle.
So watch the press now from Prairie. They'll try to trap on the side, and good luck going over the top because look who's back there, 6'1", Heather Corral. And she has a long wingspan. She can get her hands on a lot of balls that other kids can't because she has those long arms. Down low again. Missed it. Rebound Prairie. Lindsley. Another foul against Franklin on the drive. That one's going to go against Toston.
Well, you can see early on, Carl, that Franklin has the size advantage, and whether or not they can take advantage of it by hitting those easy shots remains to be seen.
Shot is blocked, but the ricochet goes to Prairie. Lindsley will shoot another three. This one's from the corner. There you go. They live with the three-point shot, and almost all of them can shoot it, folks.
They're all willing to take it, and they shoot a high percentage.
A three from Franklin. Rebound off the rim. Jackie Lance with another rebound. Coach Aldridge wants time. This will be a 30-second time. Something quick he needs to fix. We mentioned Coach Aldridge there in the huddle. 710 career wins, 5 state championships, 6 second places. It's the 12th time the Falcons have been in the state title game. Most recently, a run of 15 consecutive trips to the state tournament. Every year since 1998, they've been here. And in that stretch, they've been to the title game 8 times. So almost every other year, or better than every other year, Prairie has been in the state championship game. Well,
it's interesting to listen to Al, Coach Aldridge, talk about how he thinks the student body takes it for granted. And I said, well, if you were in the student body, you would too. When's the last time you haven't made it?
1997, to be exact.
Exactly.
Heather Corral with the basketball. Nice give and go with Asplund, but the shot bothered enough by Brundage that Asplund couldn't get it to go. Now, if Heather Corral's name sounds familiar, it should. Her sister Ashley was a 4-year starter at Prairie. She was the Washington State Player of the Year in 2008, and she's played 4 years at USC, and Heather followed her right here to Prairie. That's a miss on the Prairie end. And down, nice drive to the hole there for Janae Lewis to put Franklin back on top, 7-5. Asplund opened again, missed again, got her own rebound. Missed the putback.
It's going to be crucial for Asplund to hit some of those chippies. She's set up very nicely by her teammates the last 2 times down court.
Ball goes to Prairie. First substitution of the game. 42 coming in, Andrea Smith. She comes in for Asplund. Kelsey there thinking a little bit about some of those shots she wished she got in. There's Andrea Smith. 5'10" senior. Back door. There's Smith right off the bench. Wow, what a great pass to get her open.
Pretty assist from Heather Corral, and you can see why she likes to handle the ball.
There's your double team, folks. That's what you see from Prairie all day long. Franklin gets out of it okay and still controls after the loose ball. Horn misses. Rebound in the corner, Woodward. Gonna go deep. Lance for two, and the Falcons lead 9-7.
Great court vision that time by Prairie. Lance got behind the last line of defense, easy bucket.
Tossed him behind the back. Step through, lost control, loose ball. A foul underneath against Franklin. The Franklin crowd wanted a held ball, but that's going to be against Janae Lewis.
And that's the fourth team foul for the Quakers. Coach Thomas is going to go to his bench.
Substitution for Franklin. And one for Prairie as well. Nicole Jakey is in for Prairie. Number 3 there is Kayla Ivey, a junior in the black jersey, in for Franklin. Foul on Brundage, going to send Megan Lindsley to the free throw line.
Well, you look out here, Carl, and you know Prairie really seems to be undersized, but they are very much holding their own. Got 5'7" and 5'8" under the hoop, who are doing a great job.
Lindsley is a junior and been a contributor since she was a freshman on this team. Both free throws good. 11-7. There's the press working again. Taken away by Horn. In traffic. She got bumped but controlled the basketball. Horn has it back.
Prairie really extending their defense out high.
Down the lane. It goes. I don't think it's going to count.
Foul on Jakey before the shot there.
Nicole Jakey, another younger sister of a player that played here at Prairie, Lauren Jakey, who's now playing college ball at Cal Poly Pomona. That's her younger sister, Nicole. They go inside. Andrea Smith gets a hand on it, and Prairie takes the turnover. Boy, they get it up in a hurry when they see something ahead that they like. 3 ball from Corral. She had a load of those yesterday in the semis. Bumped, and a foul against Ivy.
And that is 16 fouls here with just over 2 minutes in the first quarter. Prairie is an excellent free throw shooting team, so Franklin really has to turn it up on the defensive end here or they're going to be in trouble.
Mentioned the 3-pointers. Prairie has 16 in the tournament. Franklin just 7. Corral is out.
Oh, wow.
Got an injured Quaker on the court. Lance shot is blocked. They're going to stop the play to check her out. She's holding her left ankle down there. She fell in an awkward way.
Oh boy, hate to see something like that.
That is Kayla Ivey. And they have a great crew of physical therapists and trainers here for the whole state tournament that are always ready to go, and you can see how quickly those folks got out on the court along with Franklin's trainer as well. Now, let's take a look at what happened to Lewis. She's going to lose her footing out there.
Yeah, her teammate.
Ran into her own teammate.
Nobody's fault. Both girls going hard for the ball and just a tough break.
Well, She is talking there with the trainer for Franklin. So she is recovered a bit. They are able to bend that knee a little bit. So that's a good sign.
Yikes.
Yeah, nobody likes to see that. Everybody's ready for a great competition, and you get the brakes put on it right there. You got to take care of somebody who was suffered a pretty tough injury. So those are your Prairie Falcons out of Brush Prairie, Washington, a suburb of Vancouver, out of the Battleground School District.
Leave her back in the station. Let's take a.
And this is the fourth of our state title games. We had some pretty big crowds here at the Tacoma Dome for some of the, the Rainier Beach folks and Seattle Prep just finished the boys 3A game, and it was packed. A little later game tonight, and some crowds a little bit smaller here at the Tacoma, but it's been a great 3 days. The tournament has changed from 16 teams in 4 days to just 8 teams per classification in 3 days. And it's been a wonderful week. Very good basketball. All great games throughout the tournament. And as the ambulance folks here come out, and they're going to get Kayla up on that stretcher and get her some medical attention.
Always better to be safe, err on the safe side here.
She looks like she's going to stand up.
Feel for that kid.
And you got to feel for the Franklin kids as well, because really tough. You're out here competing and playing, and that, you know.
And Franklin really needs to get some help in the backcourt. Those long passes are just turnovers waiting to happen.
Rogers will shoot. Nice rebound underneath, put back no good. She got it again. That's Jada Brundage.
She's been working hard under the boards.
Brundage has 6. Asplund and Lance back in for Prairie, and some substitutions for Franklin as well. Ajane Jones-Lee is out there. Also Raven Burleson for the first time. Lance, 2 more.
Prairie, the whole team has such a quick release. Got that catch and shoot mentality, and that's not by accident, man. They practice and practice and practice that.
So 13 unanswered points gives Prairie. That's not 13 unanswered, it's a 13-2 run,
right,
making an 11-point lead right now. There's another turnover on the press. Jakey from the corner. Lance with another rebound, loose on the floor. Foul against Asplund of Prairie.
May have got the second foul there. It looked like Prairie got hit pretty hard to begin with. And Coach Aldridge is talking to the official about that.
So that's going to be the 17th foul against Prairie. It's going to put Franklin on the line. And that is Patrice Toston. Missed a couple free throws. Chance to rectify that here. There you go. And the senior gets another one. Left-hander. Got them both.
Prairie should hold for the last shot here.
Got a foul away from the basketball. Somebody pushing way down court. And a lot of people saw it, including the referee.
Yes. Well, the whole Prairie bench was talking to that official earlier about the same player grabbing his shirt. And so something going on there that we didn't see. And Kelsey Askren's going to go to the line. Coach Thomas is pleading this case.
Aspel misses.
So you're going to hear about that one.
Yeah. Not that time. 10-point lead. Costin breaks it herself. In the corner to Horn. Prairie's basketball, 6 seconds to go. Expect some pressure.
Plenty of time to get another shot off.
Four seconds. Jackie Lance. Nope. Halftime at the Tacoma Dome, 27-17. Prairie up by 10. We were tied once at 13-all. So the teams will get their halftime locker rooms going. We'll take a quick break. You're watching the WIAA Dairy Farmers of Washington Les Schwab Tires 3A Girls State Basketball Championship game. Back with more after this.
My family and I were enjoying a big vacation in Tahoe. After a great day on the mountain, our car wouldn't start. I got a jump, but it kept dying. Everyone in town said, "Go to Les Schwab." When I pulled up, George delivered. He quickly tested the battery and confirmed it was a goner. While he installed a new one, I finally got my first relaxation of the vacation. It's nice to be treated like a neighbor so far from home. I'm Clay Gilman, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Halftime at the 3A Girls State Championship game. Prairie on top 27-17 here at the half. Getting ready to crown our 4th state champion of the night. Down here at the table, the man in the green jacket, Mike Colbreeze, the executive director of the WIAA. Thank you for joining us, Mike.
Thanks, Carl. It's always fun.
Well, I know you love
but
talking about
of
high
all the
school
work
sports.
we've done together, this is the first time you've ever interviewed me.
Well, then I got a lot of questions, I guess. How about that? How much fun are you having on a week like this with all these state championships being awarded around the state?
I have a lot of fun. What it is for me, I'm a small town person, so I get a chance to see a lot of friends, meet a lot of new people, and see a lot of great kids play a lot of great ball, and that's what it's all about. I've been in Spokane and Yakima and now here, and it's great.
So the 1B and 2B teams are in Spokane, 1A, 2A in Yakima, and then the big schools over here. For those of us who've been at the big school tournament, the 3A, 4A tournaments over here, there's something special about that 1B, 2B group in Spokane. A lot of pride.
Yeah, and it is about community. Those are one high school towns, and actually the school is the town. The school is the hub of all the activity. So a lot of community pride. And as I tell people, it's like a reunion. All these towns from all over the state, whether they've got a team in the tournament or not, they come because it's just a big deal. And Spokane really embraces the small school events.
It's a great place for that tournament, indeed. This is the second year that that you guys have changed the format of the tournament. We used to have 16 teams per classification coming to Tacoma in 2 separate weeks. Now it's 8 teams all in 1 week. Give me an idea after 2 years what you think about how that's going.
Well, I think it all depends on your perspective. A lot of people like it, a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people like parts of it, not like other parts. I can tell you that for one reason or another, there is more, I think, understanding and acceptance this second year. We did a few different things the first weekend, that regional weekend that addressed some of the issues that we had from last year. And again, the thing I like about it, other than the fact that it cuts our overhead in half,
yeah,
which
financially it's very important.
Yeah, it really is. But the fact is that Thursday, Friday, and Saturday are all big games.
Yes.
They
Yes.
really are. And so the fans are here. It's a great tournament atmosphere.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed this year especially is the intensity starts right at 9 o'clock on day one because everybody's in the quarterfinals. It's really a good place to be.
It is a lot of fun.
Tell me about the other sports you like to get out and watch. You know, we see it here, but there's so many other sports going on, especially winter sports, gymnastics and wrestling, swimming, a lot of special things going on.
Really, and this is one of our state wrestling tournament, Mat Classic, is one of the premier state wrestling tournaments in the country. 24 mats inside this dome, and then we have gymnastics going on right next door at the same time. Then swimming just a couple miles up the road in Federal Way. So that's a really neat experience because they're all three going the same weekend. They're all so close to each other. I like watching kids participate. I like interacting with coaches, athletic administrators, fans. That's a big part of what we do is listening to people, getting a chance to talk to people. It's all fun, Carl. And the other part about it is this coming week we've got our state forensics competitions, and then in the spring we've got state music. And so it's not just athletics.
Yeah, and when you watch these telecasts and you see all the pictures of the kids in the bands and the cheerleader and that great mascot for Franklin High School with the Ben Franklin costume on, you talk about getting kids involved. They don't have to be the star basketball player.
No, it's about bringing that school together, whether they're supporting or playing and being part of a community.
I know how busy you are. I hope you got some time to check out the WIAA network and watch some of these telecasts that are going on. They're a blast to watch. It's really a fun place to go to watch high school sports.
I've walked around the arena and I've seen some people have got their iPhones or their iPads and they're actually watching another tournament while they're watching this tournament.
How great is that?
It's a pretty exciting thing.
Good. Well, we always appreciate talking to you. It's always great to be up here and see you a couple times a year at these big state tournament events, and we'll do it again soon. Thanks for helping out here at halftime.
Thanks, Carl.
Mike Colbree is Executive Director of the WIAA. We'll break again and come back, get you some halftime stats. Prairie on top of Franklin, 27-17.
Hi, we're Chris
and Anna Gronerveld, local dairy farmers from Monroe, Washington.
The Dairy Farmers of Washington, along with Les Schwab Tires, are proud co-title sponsors of the WIAA High School State Championships.
The Washington Interscholastic Activities Association supports high school programs and activities that keep our kids growing in mind and body.
Today's high school students will be some of tomorrow's community leaders, and we feel it is important to do our part in helping foster an appreciation of community, responsibility, teamwork, and sportsmanship in today's youth.
The WIAA helps provide those opportunities through athletic, artistic, and academic competition.
Please join the Dairy Farmers of Washington and Les Schwab Tires in supporting young people in your community by attending your local high school state championships.
For a complete list of events and activities in your area, visit WIAA.com.
All right, there's the Tacoma Dome court. Cheerleaders getting their time in the front stage. We just watched the Franklin dance team go at it. Here come the Prairie Falcon girls. And while we're watching that, we can get to some highlights from the first half. Prairie, again, broke this thing open after a 13-13 tie. This is Franklin, though. Nice pass. That one went over the double team and over defender. And Jada Brundage was on the receiving end of that. And they go inside to her again. Brundage scores again. She's got 6 points in the game, leading scorer in the game for Franklin. Here are some of the stats for you. Look at the shooting percentage differently. I can't do the math off the top of my head, but I know that 10 of 26 is better than 6 of 22, and that's a big difference, right?
Yes, significantly.
3-point field goals, 2 of 6, 1 of 6, but those two are huge for Prairie. Prairie actually out-rebounding Franklin, 19-16. Free throws about equal. A couple more turnovers for Franklin. That's also a big difference. We mentioned Brundage with 6 leading the way for Franklin. For Prairie, Jackie Lance and Andrea Smith both have 6 points. We'll take a look at some of the highlights for the Falcons from the first half. Corey Woodward there. That's the little floater right at the end of the shot clock that was really key for Prairie. And the defense keys everything. That's Corral with the steal, Andrea Smith, and Andrea's got 6 points. And the more those big kids finish for Prairie, the better off they're going to be because of all the pressure that Franklin is doing a good job on Prairie's guards.
Yeah, absolutely. And Prairie has left a lot of points on the floor. They've missed some easy shots in the first half, kind of a la Skyview. And we saw Skyview come out in the second half in that 4A championship game and light it up. So if Prairie can do the same here, they will really stretch this thing out.
Yes, we're going to go with second half action coming after this quick break. Stick around. We're ready for the second half of the 3A girls state title game right after this.
My family and I were enjoying a big vacation in Tahoe. After a great day on the mountain, our car wouldn't start. I got a jump, but it kept dying. Everyone in town said, "Go to Les Schwab." When I pulled up, George delivered. He quickly tested the battery and confirmed it was a goner. While he installed a new one, I finally got my first relaxation of the vacation. It's nice to be treated like a neighbor so far from home. I'm Clay Gilman, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Welcome back to the 2012 WIAA Dairy Farmers of Washington Les Schwab Tires 3A Girls State Championship game on WIAAnetwork.com. Franklin has a 10-point disadvantage to make up, but as you mentioned, we watched Skyview do that in the 4A championship game, and the Skyview Storm turned out to be the winner at the end.
Yeah, Franklin is going to have to do a better job of taking care of the basketball here, decision-making in the second half as they had those 15 turnovers. And the turnovers hurt, but the turnovers that turn into baskets the other way really hurt.
So starters in the second half for Franklin are Janae Lewis, Jada Brundage, Kiara Norwood, Patrice Toston, and Jasmine Horn. For Prairie, Megan Lindsley, Corey Woodward, Heather Corral, Kelsey Asplin, and Jackie Lance. Franklin starts the second half with the basketball.
Toston has those 3 fouls. She's got to be careful.
Prairie extends its 2-3 zone, chasing the basketball. Contact, Corral commits a blocking foul early on. Didn't she get a foul right off the bat in the first half, too? So she starts the second half out the same way. That's her second. New shot clock after the foul for the Quakers. Ball's on the floor. Quakers run into each other. Held ball, and the arrow goes to Prairie. Lance gets tied up there with Janae Lewis.
Looked like another painful collision between 2 Franklin Quakers. We saw Kayla Ivey go down in the first half on a violent collision with a teammate.
Lance, nice shovel pass to Asplin. That one rolls off the side. Franklin with the basketball. They break the press over the top. Toston has it back. Norwood, step through, might have traveled, yep. One extra step. In the NBA, that's a good move.
Step through +1. Coach Thomas demonstrating that for her there.
Corral a little bit out of control she got down there. Asplund again. She might get a little gun shy. She's had some trouble converting. There's a turnover. Lewis steps through. No good. Rebound Lance. And she's off and running. No fear. But she kicks it outside. Lindsley, don't leave her open. That's why.
Yeah, you call it. I'm just seeing her do that too much for it to be a fluke.
And she has a weird trigger, a little kind of hitch in the shot that every coach has tried to change, but nobody should have. And that's she's such a great shooter.
Oh,
good job.
Pass.
But the shot is missed. Put back, though.
Good follow that
Brundage.
time.
Franklin, going to call time, or do they have an injured player they have to attend to? They're going to. Janae Lewis is going to go get checked real quick.
I think she may have been bleeding. That's why she had to come out.
Ajane Jones-Lee comes in. Brundage, 8 points for Franklin. She leads the way. She needed 2 tries for this one. Second one counts.
Pretty pass by Toston.
Smith will shoot. Misses long. Pressure on Franklin. Oh, got a foul there on Corey Woodward. Now you see some kids missing badly here, and we must explain that the shooting background here is so much different than any gym that these kids play in, because the basket's about 40 feet away from a curtain on one end and about 80 feet away from some bleachers on the other end. It's not easy to shoot in this dome.
Not at all. We've seen that the whole tournament and all day today.
Horn, no good on the outside shot. Again, trouble from the three-point line for Franklin. Lance, nice slide move, can't get it to go. Smith's put back, no good. Lance with a rebound. And let me just say that Jackie Lance leads the whole game in rebounds. She has 7, more than anybody else on the court.
Well, she's out working everybody.
Foul against Horn. Prairie gets the basketball and a new clock. Corral for 3. That one got blocked. Didn't? No, I guess not, because they're going to get the ball to Franklin, so it was just that far off.
Don't know that I've ever seen Heather miss a shot by that much.
Well, we just talked about the shooting background, so we'll let her use that as an excuse.
Well, absolutely, especially on that end.
But she makes a steal and throws long. Megan Lindsley stretches out and lays it in. Didn't want the dribble, kind of in that halfway in between spot. Franklin wants time. Got to talk it over as the Quakers are now down 32-19.
And I think if you talk to Coach Aldridge and some of the players, they would probably admit that they aren't playing their best game shooting-wise. Defensively, they're doing a great job. And they've got a 13-point lead, Carl.
Well, how many times have we called out number 14, Heather Corral, with steals on that press? And I've seen Coach Aldridge work on it.
Oh, yes.
It is designed to entice you to throw long, and then the best athlete on the court is back there, and she happens to have a wingspan, you know, that's just huge, and she anticipates well and gets those passes. In the first half, let's see how many steals they credited her for. 3, and we know she has at least 1 here.
Yeah. And how many balls has she got a hand on?
Yeah.
Create steals for others.
You see how the Quakers adjust after the timeout. Horn's in big trouble. Again, no 10-second count in backcourt for girls basketball. Shot in the corner on the way, hit the side of the backboard. Woodward got the rebound, and then looked like a bowling pin.
Yeah.
Another foul against Franklin. Foul charge to Lewis, and that's 4 against Janae Lewis, the senior guard for Franklin. She will come out.
Just the second team foul.
On Janae Jones-Lee is back in. Woodward, no, but she's going to shoot free throws. You can tell Franklin is trying to get the ball out of Corral's hands, and once she gets rid of it, they're right up with her, forcing the other Prairie kids to trigger the offense, and this kid's pretty good at it on her own.
Well, that's what I was going to say, which would be a good idea if Prairie didn't have 4 other kids that could handle the ball. And can't fault Franklin. They've been working their tails off. It's just not happening.
Woodward, a tough go at the free throw line, missed both. But look, they missed a free throw and they're still in a press. And Andrea Smith anticipates, and a little bit late, she commits a foul. So you talked about Heather Corral's knee problem. She was at the state tournament as a freshman and then missed much of her sophomore year because of a knee injury. missed the end of her junior year because of a knee injury, and she hurt it again this year. Missed probably about, I want to say, 5 games or so. Came back just in time for the regional playoffs. And as you mentioned, it's good to see her really working hard with that knee brace on, but she's doing it. She looks like she's back to at least close to full strength. Franklin trying to cut into that lead. That'll do it. Tossed in a 2-pointer. She was on the line. Nice little behind the back dribble to set herself up. The step back. Corral. Lindsley. Stopped dead on the rim there. Missed it into the bracket. Tostin will throw long. Jones-Lee can't handle it. Got a technical foul coming against one of the Franklin players. That's against Norwood with there was contact. She committed the foul, and then she gets a technical foul for a little extracurricular push there that happened. And unfortunately for her, that's the foul plus the technical goes on to your record as well.
Just a frustration foul there. Could have sent.
So that's the foul.
And there's the technical.
I think she only got ponytail.
She did only get ponytail. She got solid contact on the ponytail, though. Going to send Jackie Lance to the free throw line. She's going to shoot a couple.
Two free throws for the Prairie Junior. There's one. Jackie not in a hurry at the free throw line, is she?
No.
And she gets them both.
And some kids are really bothered by the fact that nobody's on the lane. Obviously, I think she enjoyed that.
So with the technical foul, they get the free throws and the basketball back. The personal foul becomes the 15th foul for Franklin. 34-21. Lance, 3. Hard. Rebound Asplin. Corral 3. No good. Rebound Lance, and another foul against Franklin. That one's against Brundage. And Jackie Lance just continues to chalk up the rebounds. That's 8. Inbound pass, batted away, and Franklin gets it. And a blocking foul against Corey Woodward. I think she ran into a screen there, didn't she? And that screen sent her as a projectile right into the Franklin ball handler.
Had no effect on the screener, that's for sure.
Because it was Brundage.
Brundage.
6'1" against 5'6" there.
She was wondering if there was any contact at all.
Tostin with 2 kids chasing her. Over the top. Horn. Oh, what do they call it? Traveling? They did. And again, that's Prairie's press. It may not steal it in backcourt, but it puts pressure on you to do things on the other end, and it creates many turnovers at that part of the court as well.
Yeah, just poor decision making, and we got to be up over 20 turnovers right now for Franklin.
Yeah, there's they call the offensive foul against Corral, trying to get Horn, who was ball hawking all the way down the court. 3 on Heather. Turnovers are 19 for Franklin, 14 for Prairie. Coach Aldridge wanted the blocking foul. Jones-Lee floats one up. Rebound is Jakey.
Prairie's done a really fine job on the defensive boards. Not too many second chance opportunities for the Quakers.
Woodward for 3. Brundage gets the rebound for Franklin. There's a defensive stop. Yeah, you're right. She didn't get off the ground much there, did she? Jones-Lee for Franklin.
Long 2-pointer.
11-point lead, 34-23. Down near the 2-minute mark. Ball batted out of bounds as Corral goes down the lane. Andrea Smith coming in for Prairie. Asplit will get a rest. Swapping of the senior post players. Prairie's ball. Smith down low, Corral from the baseline. Prairie's gone cold a little bit on the outside shooting. Rebound goes out of bounds to Franklin.
They have been cold this entire quarter, but they've still managed to maintain that 11-point lead, and Coach Aldridge is going to take a timeout here and maybe talk about it.
So on the stat page, Prairie 12 of 38. Now Franklin, unfortunately, actually a little bit worse than that, or a little close to it at 9 from 30. So this has not been a shooting clinic. It's been more of a pressure defense clinic.
Yeah, it's been played at such a fast pace. I think both teams just a little bit on the edge of being out of control the entire time. And when you're shooting around 30% for both teams, you can tell you're really not playing your game.
Leading scorers so far for Franklin, Brundage has 8. Toston has 7. For the Falcons, Megan Lindsley has 10. And Jackie Lance has 8. As we talked about, Prairie has a lot of offensive weapons. Every other game, somebody else leads them in scoring.
Well, really important for Prairie to not get frustrated here. Realize, yeah, we aren't shooting that hot, but we are ahead by 11 points. We're playing great defense. We're forcing turnovers. Got to keep things under control.
Important for Franklin to take advantage of that fact that they're in the game now, down 11. Jones-Lee tries to lob it in, but Corral knocks it out of bounds. Less than 2 minutes to go. Remember, Corral has 3 personal fouls. Brundage goes over Smith, then they call the charge. Smith holds her ground. She did go down hard. You can see Andrea there. She's going to get the lift up, but she's shaking herself. I'm all right. Yeah, thumbs up. We just missed it on camera there. She went to the referee, gave a big thumbs up.
She looks like she got the wind knocked out of her a little bit.
Two players chase Corral. They go over the top. 3-on-3, nothing going for Lance. Woodward tapped away nicely by Brundage. What a nice steal by the 6'1 girl. She's going to take it all the way. Corral rebound. Brundage probably tried a little too much. He did a great job defensively. Foul driving to the hole. Corey Woodward will shoot free throws.
Brundage just pleading her case to the official there. Where was the call on my end? Didn't you see that? He said no.
That foul's on Jones-Lee, so Woodward at the free throw line.
18 fouls on Franklin. And Prairie continuing to leave the door ajar just a bit as they miss another free throw.
Yeah, Corey Woodward, who's usually a pretty reliable free throw shooter, has gone 0 for 3 here. Brundage and Toston will come out. The two big seniors going to get a rest for Franklin as we get to the final minute here of the third period. 1 of 2 that trip for Corey Woodward, 35-23. Shot on the way. Rebound. Horn, 2. She went up high to get that one.
Good hustle play there. They needed it.
Lance breaks the press and goes in. There's a steal by Woodward. In the corner, tied up, but she gets rid of it. Prairie has a new possession.
Another perfect pass from Heather Corral that bounces off one of the big posts for Prairie. And, oh, that's frustrating.
Underneath a minute to go now, actually under 40 seconds. Trap in the corner. Rogers going to step through, and Franklin calls timeout with just 26 seconds to go and the shot clock at 16. So down by 12, 37-25. Coach Jason Thomas of Franklin wants to get something out of this possession. I want to go into that fourth quarter maybe down 10 or less.
Yeah,
what he's thinking.
He was also hoping to save his team another turnover as things were looking a little grim in the corner for the Quakers.
These are the WIAA Dairy Farmers of Washington Les Schwab Tires 3A State Championship. This is the girls 3A title. Rainier Beach won the boys 3A championship earlier. Skyview, the girls, won the 4A title. And out of Yakima, Davis High School, champions for the 4A boys today. There's a Prairie Band, or at least the horn section.
That's pretty much their pet band.
Here come the finals. The Falcons trying to get another state championship trophy to go with the 5 they already have in girls basketball. First one was in '93. The most recent one was in '03.
And if they do, look for Coach Aldridge to hang around long enough to get one more. His goal has always been 700 wins and 7 state championships.
Well, he's got the 700 wins and counting.
Yep.
So I'm not sure who they're going to give the basketball here. I guess the question, for a moment, Prairie thought that it was going to go the Falcons' direction, but Franklin hasn't. There's Coach Aldridge and his 709 wins. 710 would be a big one tonight. Shot from Rogers. Banked it in off the glass from the outside.
Well, she may have called that during the timeout. I rather doubt it. She'll take it.
Final seconds of the quarter. Corral running out of time. Lindsley will fire for 3. In and out, no good. So we got a ball game after that three-pointer from Mariah Rogers. 37-28, a 9-point lead for Prairie going into the final 8 minutes. Take a break and come back for the fourth quarter. Stay with us.
My friends and I were driving to the Salt Lake Airport to fly to a music teachers conference when our tires started going flat. We called the Les Schwab in Ogden, Utah, and they said,
Come on in.
They were so fast, we didn't even eat the free popcorn.
There you go.
And we even made our flight. In a world where such great customer service is not always the case, it's nice to know there's Les Schwab. I'm Bonnie Lamborn, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
The Quakers celebrating a trip to the state championship game. Was Ben Franklin reading there? No, he's looking at an iPad. Well, he invented electricity, so he knows how that's battery powered. That is awesome. All right, Franklin basketball in a 9-point game, playing for the 3A girls state title. Tostin back in after a bit of a rest there at the end of the quarter. Jones Lee and Tostin again. Corral with the block. Flying down the lane. Dish to Smith. Left-handed layup. Good. That time hands were ready. Corral made a nice soft pass, and it's again an 11-point lead.
Big sigh of relief from the Prairie bench as they saw one of their bigs hit a chippy there.
Norwood, she's fouled. No, they called traveling?
Yes,
they did.
travel.
So before any contact, she shuffled the feet.
Frustration starting to show on Norwood's face.
Lob to Smith. Foul underneath. That's a set play that they draw up. There's a little back screen there that gets that player wide open usually, and they did get her the basketball, and Smith will shoot. That's going to be 5 fouls on Janae Lewis, the senior. That's not the way she wanted her final basketball game to go. You can understand that frustration.
Ivy back into the game.
Hey, that's a good sign. Kayla Ivy was the girl who had to take the cart off after injuring her leg, but she's back out there. She's right there in the free throw line on the right side. That's nice to see. First free throw, man. There's Kayla. Glad you're back, kiddo. We were all a little bit frightened when you went down that hard. So Andrea Smith makes the first free throw to make it a 12-point lead, and she's got another one coming here. Nice shooting for the big girl. Andrea's a little bit late for track season as the state tournament kept her busy for the Prairie basketball team. She'll be out in the track on Monday. Tostin shot blocked by Corral. We told you about that long wingspan, didn't we? Horn fouled by Corral, and that's 4 against Prairie's best player.
And you can bet that won't go unnoticed by the Franklin bench. They're going to try and get Heather out of this game in a hurry. It'll be interesting to see if Al pulls her for a few minutes. And yeah, Coach Aldridge is going to send Nicole Jakey out there, presumably to give Heather Corral a rest.
Well, as we mentioned, they played without her for about three weeks or so at the end of the season when she recovered from another minor knee injury. So that's what they'll do here for 6:45, or a little bit of that. There's the Jasmine Horn, the junior at the free throw line.
They also played without her in the middle of the season when she rolled her ankle very badly, so they're used to playing without her.
Well, and we'll add they played without her all last season at the state tournament and finished second to Holy Names.
There you go.
Second free throw from Horn. Got them both.
But if I could pick, if I was Franklin, I'd rather have Heather on the bench than on the floor.
Jakey, the sophomore, gets the ball to Woodward, the junior. She'll back it up. Tries to unload once again, and another foul against Franklin.
So that's the 10th team foul. Is going to send Prairie into the double bonus now, so shooting 2 free throws for the last 6.5 minutes.
It's Corey Woodward. Corey 1 of 4 from the line. Now she's got a rhythm. That little dance the Falcon girls do on made free throws, they've been doing it on the Prairie bench for, I think, at least 15 years. It's the same one every time. Stand up, and then all together. There are women who are like 30 years old who started that here at Prairie. Horn does a good job protecting the basketball on the press.
One of them may be sitting right next to Al. That's assistant coach Tracy Rouse. She played for him. And next to Tracy is Mary Sorensen, who also played for Al.
1-1 for Franklin after the foul against, I believe it was Nicole Jakey.
This has been a very physical game.
Yeah. Jones Lee misses long. Brundage, no, that's Norwood with the rebound. Misses an easy shot after the nice move. And another foul. This one's against, I think it's going to be Norwood, and Corey Woodward got it right across the bridge of the nose.
She got clocked in the nose. She's got to make sure she's not bleeding.
Actually, the foul's on Jasmine Horn.
Yeah, they called the other foul. Corey got hit hard.
So Woodward was the one holding her nose, and because she got hit across the bridge of it, and Lindsley's the one who goes to the line for the. So there was a little contact in a couple of places there. Andrew Smith sits down. Kelsey Asplin is back in. Lindsley misses. Tostin on the run for Franklin. They do have to be in the hurry now as we get down to 6 minutes. And they have 13 points to make up. Another travel as Jones-Lee tried to step through 2 defenders there. That looks like a move these girls are making that they've been allowed to make other points of the season with, other officials, and they've called it consistently here.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing because every time they're called on it, they've got the look on their face like, are you kidding me?
So there's number 14, Heather Corral. Remember, 4 fouls against Prairie's senior guard. Gives it up to Woodward. 2 for Corey Woodward, taking it to the hole. That was Patrice Toston on defense. She's got 4 fouls, and she was not going to try to get the 5th there, so Woodward had an easy road to the hoop. Another steal for Corral. And an assist to Woodward if she converts, and she does. Big, huge baskets for Prairie. Biggest lead of the game now, 47-30.
Oh, my.
And Corral almost gets a steal, but ends up on the sideline there. It's like she was pulled down with a horse collar.
Yeah, it sure did look like that. Let's see. There's the last
That's the earlier steal that's going to lead to Woodward's basket. Nice assist. Ivy will shoot from the corner. Lance rebound, thrown to the floor, loose ball comes up to Jakey, and we've got an injured player on the other end. You said it's been physical. Lance went hard to the floor, thrown down as they were fighting for that basketball.
Well, it's been rough all game, and you can tell that tempers are flaring a little bit.
Yeah, that was just a case of 2 kids who both wanted the basketball. So she's holding her wrist, but I think they're more looking at her hips.
Right.
Jackie is a junior, has an older sister playing college basketball. Some concern from the Prairie side, as you can imagine it. Earlier in the game, we had Franklin's Kayla Ivy, who went down hard. She ran into her own player. Unfortunately, that is the definition of walking gingerly. I can't tell what that look says. It's kind of like a little bit of frustration, a little bit, a bit of, I don't want to leave this game, but I know they're going to make me look.
Well, she's really hurting.
Yeah. Well, if you know anything about Jackie Lance, you know she wants to be on the court, not on the bench, nursing a sore back or a sore tailbone. Coming up on the 5-minute mark. Prairie up by 17. Corral outside to Jakey. She'll take it all the way. Can't get it to fall. Franklin with a chance to cut back into that big lead. But there's a turnover. Lindsley in the right place for a steal. Woodward, shot blocked and saved. Out to Prairie. Corral will shoot. Having a tough time on the arc today. She made 4 3-pointers yesterday, and she's not shooting so well today. That ball went out of bounds. Franklin will keep it. Asplund touched it last. Horn takes it by herself. Contact, no whistle, and now we get one on the rebound.
Boy, and those two have really mixed it up all game. Number 11, Kiara Norwood, and number 20, Kelsey Asplund.
Foul is on Asplund. So Kiara Norwood goes to the free throw line. First free throw is good. Now, I wish that they allowed proper names in Scrabble, because then Kiara's name would be so valuable. Q-I-A-R-A. No U after the Q. How valuable is that in Scrabble?
Huge.
Exactly, and she makes both free throws, so she gets 2 points, but she was not on the double word. Woodward in a hurry. Lindsley, baseline, and another foul against Franklin. More free throws for Prairie.
Well, these last 4 minutes can't go fast enough if you're Prairie. You just want to have the final buzzer sound and for everybody to be healthy.
Yeah, for both teams. And looks like we'll shoot a lot of free throws because it's double bonus now for Prairie because Franklin's over that 10-point, have been for a little bit.
Yes.
Megan makes the first. And there's the second one. Missed that one. Tostin will take it in. Nice job laying it up, going right by Asplund.
That's the best press break they've done all game. Nicely done.
Raven Burleson takes her turn guarding Heather Corral up the court. And they tap the ball out of bounds.
Shared sacrifice.
Yeah, everybody gets to. And they've been with her the whole way. They've been really putting a lot of pressure on the basketball.
They have.
For a while, it was very effective. Andrea Smith on the block. Asplund from the free throw line and just cannot find the range. Nice save.
Great play by Ivy.
Yeah, Ivy got it to Horn just as she tiptoed on the sideline. Horn. Asplund with a rebound. And a foul on Ivy will send Heather Corral to the free throw line. I'm just glad we're seeing her back out on the court because we were really worried about her when she got hurt in the first half.
And she seems to be moving just fine,
So with 3.5 to go, 3:31 exactly, Heather Corral at the line. Not her best scoring night. And boy, she's having a tough time shooting because she missed that free throw.
well, she's got a lot of company in that regard. Everybody's having a tough time shooting tonight.
Yeah, she's got 1 3-pointer. She's 1 of 7 from the field.
And now Kelsey Asplund is bleeding.
You're looking at Raven Burleson taking a seat on the bench. Asplund, she's got to get her elbow attended to because she's got some, yeah, look, she is bleeding there. Why would that be in this game?
Brady Course to the rescue, Prairie trainer. He's been a busy guy.
Corral gets 1 of 2 free throws. Tostin kind of pushes herself out of a double team. Ivy. Nice move, head fake, rebound, and put back for Brundage.
I believe I mentioned if the ball fake or the head fake early in the game, that's a perfect example of it. Prairie is really playing so hard on defense.
Ball out of bounds. Franklin touched it last. 3:06 to go. Coach Aldridge up by 13. He's 3 minutes and 6 seconds away from a 6th state tournament championship.
If Prairie manages to hang on, do you think we'll see Coach Aldridge dive on top of the pile the way we saw?
The 4A title team? No. A lot of contact and a foul. So Corral going to shoot again. I think that's going to be on Jasmine Horn, and that'll be her 4th.
Jasmine Horn is bleeding, and now she has to leave the game.
Goodness sakes. Came to the 3A title game, and we got to a MASH unit.
My word.
Okay, Jackie Lance is back in. That's good news. She's there in the middle on the far side, but she doesn't look like she's as healthy as she was when she started this game. She's got a bruised tailbone probably. Corral makes the first free throw. Nika Silas comes in for Brundage. Second free throw from the University of Washington bound Heather Corral. Got 2 that time. 51-36. 15-point advantage for the Falcons. Ivy over to Burleson, and now in the corner. Costin wants to shoot. She's gonna shoot. Rebound underneath. Shot on the way, no good. That was Silas. Prairie on the run again. 2.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Woodward will hold it. Just weaving to eat shot clock up. They're now down to 8. Woodward over to Corral. Three-pointer. Missed everything. Brundage rebound. Under 2 minutes to go. Tostin misses but gets her own rebound. Three-pointer. Missed it. Rebound on the floor. Corral runs into a block. 3 people on the court there and held ball. Arrow goes to Prairie.
Looked a little bit like a scrum there. Everybody's still working hard no matter the score is a little bit out of hand, and here come the subs.
Lindsay Asplin comes in, the younger sister of Kelsey. Corral comes out. Lance comes out. Woodward gonna bring it up. Again, Prairie just wants the clock to run.
Yeah.
Ivy with a holding foul. And Woodward back to the free throw line. Corey is 11 points. 3 of 6 from the three-point line, or from the free throw line, I should say. And that's 4 fouls on Ivy. Boy, she got him in a hurry because remember, she left the game early with an injury. So Corey Woodward now becomes the leading scorer in the game with that free throw. She's got 12. Megan Lindsley has 11. Andrea Smith has 10. And Jackie Lance has 10 for Prairie. Look at that scoring.
4 in double figures.
Yeah. And one of them's not their leading scorer, Heather Corral.
Exactly.
Number 14, you're looking at on the bench there. 53-36. Horn from the three-point line. Might have got blocked. Brundage. They won't defend that. Let her get it up. No fouls.
Brundage has had a solid game for the Quakers here tonight.
Yeah, 11 rebounds and 10 points for Brundage. A minute to go. A minute to go before Prairie High School celebrates what looks like its 6th state championship in girls basketball. Horn on the run. Still going. Asplin fouled her, and we'll get 2 free throws. Horn to the free throw line. Asplin, that's her second, but Coach Aldridge is going to send in the cavalry. They're waiting at the bench. First free throw good from Horn. And there they come. Number 21 is Mary Banks. Number 23, Emily Peters. Number 41 is Rachel Deaton, and number 43 is Aaliyah Waltz. For the final 45 seconds. And both free throws good. These kids are in for a lot of pressure from the Franklin kids here in the final seconds. Take it away, Tostin. Blocking foul against Deaton. And with 31 seconds to go, Tostin will go to the line. Meanwhile, back on the Prairie bench, hugs and celebration beginning there behind Coach Aldridge as they're getting ready to celebrate a state title. Tostin misses.
So the 6th state championship for the Prairie Falcons. Got to feel good.
Well, the shop class going to have to build a new trophy case.
Absolutely.
Free throw good, that one from Tostin. Jump ball. And the possession arrow goes to Franklin. Coach Aldridge is not done coaching. In fact, he'll take a timeout.
Naturally.
Well, there's a press break that you're supposed to run, and it's not getting done.
Well, to be honest, Carl, these bench players have played a lot this year, and so I can understand them getting frustrated if they aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. They won a lot of games by 50 points or more.
Yeah. Yeah, they haven't played against this caliber, a team as good as Franklin, though. They haven't been out there with a group of kids that have won 20 consecutive games.
But they have practiced against that good every day.
I think you're right, yeah. Three-pointer, Tostin. Brundage rebound, misses, but free throws. So we got 19 seconds. Brundage again, leading scorer for Franklin with 13. Check that, 12 points and 13 rebounds. Misses the first. And the senior gets that one to go. 19 seconds left. There's another foul. Yeah, and that's going to be Horn's fifth.
And an opportunity for Lindsay Asplin to get into the scoring column for Prairie.
And she'll shoot two. Unfortunately, it's not an opportunity for the clock to run. Mariah Rogers is your substitute for Horn, who fouled out with 5.
Quite a winning streak to end the season on, huh?
For Prairie, yeah. Lindsay misses that first free throw. Yes, they lost their opening game of the season again to Skyview. Turned out to be the 4A champs. And then with this win, that's 27 in a row. There you go, Lindsay Asplin in the scorebook. 54-42. Shot on the way from Burleson. No good. Rebound. Brundage gets another rebound and another putback. And with 3.7 on the clock. Basket's good. And they called the foul on Andrea Smith. She's not in the game. That's a tough one to take, isn't it? No good. Rebound, Waltz. Time ticks away. There you have it. Prairie High School's 6th Girls State Championship comes in 2012. And there is your traditional high camera over the championship girls with the tears and the smiles. It's been a long year. And their year goes, what, 365 days a year. You know these kids are playing basketball all through the summertime. And they work really hard at Prairie, as do the kids at Franklin. They all work hard. If you're a basketball player that gets to this level, it's not just from November 15th to March 3rd. It's a lot longer than that. And these are some girls that get to put a state championship on their resume, and they join the likes of, 40 or 50 girls who've done it over the years at different time periods. Coach Aldridge gets to celebrate another one.
So how about girls basketball in Vancouver, Washington?
Yeah, they're taking home 2 big trophies. The Skyview girls win the 4A out of Clark County, and the Prairie girls win the 3A. There's Andrea Smith. She had a good game.
Yes, she did.
Off the bench, Smith with 10 points. Lance with 10 points. Lindsley with 11. Woodward led the way with 13. Corral with 6. I like Aaliyah Waltz there, 43. That kid played 2 years of C-Squad basketball and JV for most of 2 years and swung up just here at the end of the state tournament. That's a kid who stuck to it just so she could be part of this.
Yes, absolutely. She put in a lot of time as well.
How about the Quakers? What a great year. 20 consecutive wins, and they make it all the way to the state title game, and they come away with second place. That ain't bad, girls. That is not bad at all.
Quite an impressive run for them as well.
A big group hug, which everybody needs after you lose the big one like that.
Well, they're going to be disappointed for a little while, but they're going to look back on quite an impressive season.
Yeah, this is always a hard picture. You know, you did so well all year, and this picture that you're going to remember with that second place trophy has, you know, a lot of kids with tears in it, and it just shouldn't be that way. Yeah. There's some smiles. Nice job in there.
Well, you can tell how bad they wanted it to.
Yeah, and look at that. That's how proud they are of their school. Nice job. Janae Lewis, make sure the Franklin shows up so that all the crowd behind her, their supporters, are proud of their school, and they should be. And once again, the big trophy with a big basketball on it. Well, the engraver doesn't have to look up how to spell Prairie, does he or she?
That's for sure.
Now, granted, some of those are 3A titles and a couple of 4A titles as well, as the school has gone up and down in classification. And there are a lot of these pictures on the wall at that high school, too. Congratulations to Prairie High School girls, Coach Aldridge, and the whole staff. See the girl in the yellow on the right? Kira Fultz is her name.
Yeah.
She's the manager. She's been the manager there since the day she walked into school as a freshman. That's 4 years of picking up towels and filling water bottles and tape, you know, picking up tape and pre-wrap. And they actually, you know, you talk to the girls about Kayla and they say, man, she is our mom. We would not get anything done if it weren't for her. And, you know, hats off to the managers of this world. And there's a kid that walked into the gym at the first day of practices. I'm not going to play basketball, but I want to be your manager. What a great effort. There's a big smile out of Heather Corral.
Thank you.
Heather Corral named the MVP by the Seattle Times on their all-tournament team. Joined on that team by Jackie Lance. Can't blame him for that. Jada Brundage from Franklin on that team, along with Kiara Norwood. And there's our friend Heather Corral coming over to chat with us. Ends out her senior year with a state championship trophy. Hi, Heather.
Hey, Carl.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
Very proud of you.
Thank you.
Tell us how that feels after 4 hard years of work.
It's all the hours, all the sweat, all the yelling, everything, all the tears, all the injuries.
Yelling? Tell us about that.
There is some yelling.
Does it happen to be that guy behind you a little bit?
A little bit. I'll only yell a little bit, but it's all worth it for this. Every single bit of it.
Now, we know your story, but we'll share it again with people that are watching here on the network. A knee injury takes your whole sophomore season away.
Yes.
A knee injury takes the state tournament away when you're a junior.
Yeah.
How bad, and you missed some games this year.
Yeah.
How bad did you want to have a healthy enough knee to get out here and play?
You know, all year, all I wanted was to play at the Dome. I've never been able to play healthy, and I knew if Al got me here, he promised me my senior year he'd get me to the Dome, and he did, and it obviously ended great, and I'm so happy to have won a championship with these girls and for Al.
Yeah, and what a great team effort. Yeah. We know who you are, we know what you do, but Jackie in double figures, yes. Andrea Smith in double figures, yes. Megan Lindsley in double figures, Corey Woodward in double figures. Yes. It's amazing to see that group of girls, yes. Your teammates, play like that with your help.
Yes. Every girl, they can't really key on anybody because if they key on one, Corey steps up, Jackie steps up, Megan steps up. Every single girl has stepped up tremendously this year.
And you do a doggone good job of getting them all the basketball,
Thank
kiddo.
You.
Okay. Been fun to watch. Congratulations. We're very proud of you. Nice job, Heather.
Good job, Heather.
And we'll get Coach Aldridge here in a little bit. As we watch the girls cut down the net. That's Corey Woodward up on the ladder. And we've gone through, let's see, 4 games, 8 nets. So everybody gets to cut them down. And we'll see if we can chat with a couple more of these girls before Coach Aldridge is done talking next. Heather Corral cutting down a net. Probably cut off a little piece of that, send that to her sister, Ashley at USC.
Scoreboard.
Yeah. I'm sure Ashley's quite proud. Kelsey Asplund. Hey, kiddo. Hey, step up in here. Congratulations on a state championship. We'll get your audio turned up there. Can you hear everybody?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Hey, that's nice to have. A lot of kids come through here, and you got a state championship on your resume. Nice job. How's that feel?
Thank you. It feels so good to have so many hours and, like Al said before the game, sweat and tears and hard work, and it all finally paid off. 4 years. It feels great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And talk to me about your friendships. I mean, it's a lot more than just the trophies and the nets. These are girls you're with 24 hours a day during the tournament all year long.
Yeah, we're like, I mean, everyone says that their team's like a family, but we're truly like a family. We're so close in the hotel rooms. It's like we're not all in our own rooms. We're all together watching movies, hanging out. It's so much fun to be with everyone. I love each and every one of the girls.
Yeah. Well, we've enjoyed watching you play. I know this wasn't your best shooting night tonight, but you got things done to get them here, kiddo.
Yeah.
And go enjoy that state championship.
Thank you.
Very proud of you. Nice
Thanks.
job, Kels.
Good job, Kelsey.
And we're going to get Coach Aldridge to join us here in a second, as he's
lined up.
He's lined up. And as you continue to watch everybody get a piece of that net, the managers get a piece of the net. That's always a lot of fun.
All the assistant coaches waiting in line. Here comes Big Al.
Okay, Mary, the assistant coach, cutting down her section of the net. And the man with the big purple tie joins us. Al Aldridge, 710 wins. Number 710 is a nice one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a nice one. This is special.
I've talked to you after a lot of these. Tell me why it's so special.
Well, just because it's been a long hiatus since 2003, and we were close last year and lost Heather and couldn't get it done last year, and so it's nice to be able to get this one for her and with this group of kids. But we had her sister for 4 years, and she went through all kinds of injuries and couldn't win a title, but she did accomplish all kinds of amazing individual things, the McDonald's All-American and Parade All-American, and Heather never got the opportunities because of injuries. So it's really nice to get a corral, a state title too. So it's awesome.
And Heather just told us that story about you promising her that if you got her to the Dome, you get a title. And there were tears welling up. So it really means a lot.
Yeah, she's a special kid. She's gone through an awful lot, so really happy for her.
Yeah, and this entire team, man, you've got kids out there that work really, really well together. And I know that's not new, but it sure is, fun to be the coach of kids that understand basketball the way you coach it and execute as a team.
Well, this is a really nice group of kids. They get along well together. They share the basketball. They've developed good basketball skills. They play together really well. So, yes, it is fun.
Well, pleasure.
And they work hard.
Pleasure to be a part of another one for you, Coach. They're calling your name. They want you to get the net. So we'll end the interview early so you can do that little net thing you do. All right?
Thanks a lot.
Al Aldridge, championship of the championship trophy again for Prairie High School. Again, that's the 6th for the school and the 6th for him. And the girls want him over there to cut down the net. So we'll wrap things up. The Prairie Falcons are the winners of the 3A state title by a final score of 54-44. And we appreciate you watching here on the WIAA network. There's Coach Aldridge stepping on up to get his. He always says, leave the last strand for me. And I'll tell you, if there's anybody who's an expert at cutting down nets, it's this man right here. Congratulations to Prairie High School, Coach Aldridge. That wraps it up for us, everybody. Thanks for watching the WIAA Dairy Farmers of Washington Les Schwab Tires 3A State Championship game from the Tacoma Dome. Good night.